This investigation has taken an entire year. I've spent countless hours following him, recording him, and even talking to him. But I think we just found the strangest Minecraft player of all time. Let me explain. You see, I run a Minecraft server where players build nations, run governments, and fight each other in giant wars on a scale map of the real world. But every now and then, you meet players who just don't fit in. They walk into walls, they never use chat, they play like they just installed Minecraft yesterday. But this guy, he's different. He doesn't build, he doesn't fight, he's never joined a town, and all he does is just walk around. Now, this isn't how most people play Minecraft, so I naturally had some questions that needed to be answered. So join me today as I share my findings about the strangest player in Minecraft, Bruh69. My investigation started back in June of 2024, when Bruh69 first joined our server. Usually players join a town within their first day on the server, but Bruh never joined a town. It's not uncommon for this to happen, but his approach is what made him different. He didn't join any groups or travel the world, all he did was just stay within the same area. And of all the areas Bruh could have chosen, he chose Long Island. You may see him from the town's border or on our map, but then he's gone. At one point, I followed him for half an hour, but he never reacted. He just kept walking. This initial observation I had raised more questions than answers. Maybe he doesn't join a town because he's a hermit? Or what if he does this to be unpredictable? So next I wanted to record his behavior and how he interacted with others. On my Discord server, I created a channel called Bruh69 Sightings. To my surprise, players immediately began to share their screenshots and interactions with Bruh69. Now, this information is great and all, but what does he actually do? Like, does he just walk around and talk? My third and final observation was focused around his actions. In this clip from last June, we see Bruh69 fishing and talking in chat. He did this for literal hours, way after I recorded it. Or take this clip where he's digging a hole for himself. Literally. Because this happened at night, my assumption is that he made the hole to hide from mobs. These were definitely some weird behaviors that I wasn't expecting. And like the other clips, I ended up with more questions than answers. Maybe he's watching us, or maybe testing us? What if this was all just one big social experiment? There were also some behaviors that I just couldn't explain. Like in this clip, we see Bruh dropping pork chops into water after cooking them in a furnace. Why he did this, I have no idea. The community was just as confused. Some players loved him. They took photos with him, they gave him gifts, they visited him, while others hated him. He was different, and that made him a threat. Soon, people came up with their own theories about who he was. The first big theory was that Bruh69 was an advanced AI. His responses were always consistent, and he would reply to others almost instantly. He was too polite. Other players theorized that he was an alt of a staff member, trying to monitor chat and look out for troublesome players. The only issue is that none of our admins have alternate accounts, meaning it couldn't have been them. Lastly, and most interestingly, some theorized he was leading a social movement, or that he was trying to create a cult. So at this point, we had all these crazy theories like him being an AI, or an undercover admin, or a cult leader, but no real answers. So I decided to go straight to the source. My admins tracked down his Discord account, and I sent him the following DM request. Hey there, Bruh69. I've always thought your playstyle is really unique, and I've been wanting to ask you a few things, if you don't mind. To which I asked 5 questions I think we could learn the most from. The first question was, do you think you'll ever settle down or join a town? The second question was, why do you enjoy fishing so much? The third was, what's the nicest thing someone's done for you on the server? The fourth question, being more of a joke, was, some people think you're an AI. Is that true? And lastly, question number 5, do you think you're playing Minecraft the right way? It's a bit more philosophical, but who knows, maybe we're the ones that are different. After I sent this message, I didn't expect a response anytime soon and went back to playing on the server. But then about 45 minutes later, I had a new DM. It was Bro69, and he replied to my questions. Regarding the first question about joining a town, he replied, "No, I don't plan to ever do that, my friend." This response was not surprising, so let's move on to question 2. When asked about fishing, Bro69 replied that I don't fish a lot these days. And this makes sense. The last time that I had seen Bro69 fishing was way back in December of 2024. Even though he no longer fishes, he was still dropping pork chops in the water, which was certainly interesting, or at least concerning. But his answer to question 3 was very heartwarming. He said, "Many people are just very nice in general, and even some people have given me food or iron." The kindness that Bro was sharing was starting to have effects, and people were being kind to him in response. Bro69 was inspiring others to be just as kind as him. Now, in regards to whether or not he's an AI, he simply replied no. His lack of punctuation and proper capitalization was compelling enough, and I think that AI theory can be dismissed. My final question about whether he thinks he's playing Minecraft the right way was a very deep and philosophical one. To which Bro replied, "It's the most peaceful way for me." After that, I thanked Bro for his time, and we haven't spoken since. But with all this information, I really think I can conclude our investigation. You see, Minecraft is a game about freedom. You can build, you can grief, you can conquer, or you can be like Bro and just walk, fish, and be nice to people. When I asked Bro if he was playing Minecraft the right way, he said it's the most peaceful way for him. And that's when it hit me. Maybe we're the ones playing it wrong. Maybe it's not about building or fighting players. Maybe the point is that there isn't a point, other than what you make of it. Bro69 will never fight in a war or become a king of a massive nation, but that's fine. He's a king in his own world. A world that stretches from one end of Long Island to the other. And every time you see that little dot on your map drifting past your borders, you'll know that's Bro, asking how everyone's day is going, and maybe dropping off some fish. And he's not here to be a legend, but somehow he already is. If you'd like to possibly meet Bro69 or are interested in more stories from our community, consider subscribing and joining our server, EarthPol. And with that, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.